Hey, hello. It's Cleanique here from Cleanique Cleaning Services. I'm really excited about this video because I get the chance to mesh the two passions I have is starting a cleaning business here in the GTA and then also helping you busy entrepreneurs, professionals clear your space, whether it be actually your property or your home, but also clearing out your business questions, advice, and things of that nature. I love to share my personal journey, my experience when it comes to starting a business, especially here in Canada where you don't really see a lot of Canadian focused advice. So I share as much as I can to help you who want to start a business or who's in their first few years. So this video, as you can tell by the title, is what to expect when starting a business in Canada. If you watched my videos before, I'm just pretty conversational. Sometimes y'all don't like the fact that I talk too much. I get it. But let's just get into it. The first one is do not stress, okay? A lot of comments, a lot of people who've reached out to me just expressed a lot of like stress. I don't know what to do. Should I do this? Should I do that? And I get it, especially if you're coming in blindsided, you have no idea what to do. It could be like, dang, I don't want to mess up. And I understand, but the reality is, whether you're in business for one day or 30 years, it's always going to be something new, and you're actually not always going to know everything because there's certain things in your business that you just don't have control over. We just had a pandemic, and a lot of people have never went to a pandemic with a business, so you're going to not always know what you are doing the right thing by getting the research right now, looking on YouTube and things of that nature, asking people, but do not wait to know it all or have it all to start. For me, the inspiration for my cleaning business came from the fact when I would help my parents clean offices, and I was looking for something where I just didn't want to work for someone else. My online business, I knew that it's gonna take a while and I need something to be lucrative right now, and I thought of a cleaning business. And what I knew definitely was I need cleaning products and I need to start marketing myself. So that's what I did. I started telling people at my church, I started telling my friends, my family that I'm starting a cleaning business. I went to the dollar store and Walmart and picked up a whole bunch of cleaning supplies. 5 years later, I've serviced over 100 clients, accumulating thousands of dollars. And it all started from just starting using the information I had, telling as much people I knew, and just getting what I can get with the money I had on me. The second one is, and a lot of you have come to my page or discovered my page by how to register your business in Canada, this is all personal. This is actual information. I didn't Google this information. This is my personal experience. I waited a few months to register my business so that I could get the experience to know that this is something I want to do. Some businesses can't do that. Specifically, my cleaning business, the moment I put it out there on the internet and started using online marketing tools or third-party tools to market my business, you had to have proof of insurance. So I had to register my business and get insured in that way. But let's say you are starting an at-home nail business, or you were strictly doing online or YouTube and content. Do you need to register your business right away? No. Okay, especially with YouTube, you may not be consistent after 3 months. And before you invest so much money, and this is also from a really recent conversation with someone who was ready to spend $100,000 on a business that they just thought was probably a good idea. I said, before you spend that money, get some experience, ask somebody what it's like to do what you want to eventually do. Okay, find out the risk. The biggest way to determine whether or not you want to really be a business owner, an entrepreneur, is to ask yourself, are you willing to risk and lose every penny in this business? Obviously, we're out here to not lose a dime, and we're here to be successful. But usually your first business is a failure, or most businesses are not overnight. So you will see more losses than wins before you actually see a win. Find out what you can lose, what you can do now with the money you have now, and find out the risk and do so. So when you have that risk, then go ahead and register your business. If you're someone who just wants all their ducks in the line and you feel comfortable with registering your business, then ask yourself, are you willing to lose $60? Because if you're not committed to that business or that business fails, be cautious about incorporating, okay? If you have any questions, let me know. I did make a video on this. You could be sole proprietorship for a very long time. Again, depending how liable your business is, you may want to get incorporated. Let's say you're doing construction, okay? You want to do home improvement. Maybe, especially home improvement, you're gonna make a good amount of money within the first year. Thinking about incorporating within the first year is cool. and depending on who your clients will be, right? If you have contracts with pretty, well-known companies, you're probably going to want to be incorporated and be covered rather than be sole proprietorship where you are the business and you could be sued. But if you have a small business or online business, don't worry about getting incorporated until you're making a substantial amount of money. And this is something you're doing for a long term, because it is a huge investment when it comes to incorporating, as well as the administration part. The third thing to expect when starting a business in Canada is that when you start your own business, assume and take the responsibility of using your own income, right? So some people quit their job, right? You can start a business with like $0 to like $100, especially if you're going to use an online business, YouTube and things of that nature. And a lot of people have their stories that they've quit their job and done their YouTube, whether they've started at zero and quit their job, or they, taken off pretty well and they've seen really great potential and then they quit their job. But for someone like me, I done that. I've quit my job, got back, side jobs to sustain my business, because there's up and down months, right? You may see amazing 3 months and think that I can quit my job, and then you realize that those are just your high peaks depending on what your business is, and you have the next 3 months of just dead months, right? And then you're just like, you've already quit your job and you don't know what to do. Regardless of what you want to quit your job or not, it's going to be a lot of your income supporting your business and a lot of reinvestment from the profit that you have in your business. So a lot of people, you may be coming in, I want to start a business, I'm going to make 10K months. You may get 10K months, 25K months. You may get, just even an extra $1,000 is amazing to you. And you may see that, right? And I pray that you do. The reality is that you still have expenses depending on the business you have. With cleaning, right, I have to replenish my products. If you're online, maybe there's obviously maybe a lower margin, because you can even digitally make a lot of your things depending on what you're selling, things of that nature. But there is a factor of expenses, right? Hustles. I've done Skip the Dishes, I've done Uber, I've done Instacart to help with my business. I've taken dead-end jobs, like absolutely dead-end jobs. I want no responsibilities because I have a whole business to take care of. I just want to show up, do what I have to do, and leave. So I've done that in order to sustain my business or sustain my monthly income at times. So you really have to humble yourself, because there's times when you are going to be on your face, and there's times when you're going to be up, and there is going to be a time when your business is flourishing, right? If you continue to work at it. All right. So what you need to expect as well is that you do need an entrepreneur mindset. You do have to be business focused. Do you have to go to school for it? Absolutely not. I dropped out twice out of college, okay? And there's a lot of skills that need to be learned, and I've invested thousands of dollars to learn those skills 100%. And colleges, they're not really specific on these things, or they'll just give you like, fillers, courses and stuff like that. That is not necessary. But you do need an entrepreneur mindset, and you do need to understand that this is a process and you are not going to be winning all the time. All right? The quotes, the motivational speeches or whatnot you've heard, I've never really witnessed or experienced the shouting you hear those motivational speeches until I've hit rock bottom, when I've seen negatives in my bank account as a business owner, right? It's okay to be an employee, and it's okay to be a business owner. Whichever one fits your skills, then do it. But do not just come in here thinking that I want to be a millionaire, I'm going to make thousands of dollars. And obviously there's even genuine needs and there's genuine desires to just, make sure your family's taken care of, right? And you can do that as an employee, and you could do that as a business owner. But you have to understand, do you really, or are you really to invest to learn those skills? If not, and if it's something that you just don't have it into, that's fine. You kill it at your job, get promotions, right? And be the best you could be there. But just know that coming into this thinking, and again, from a lot of conversations from people who've asked me and things of nature, or even hearing the verbiage of, people who want to start a business, they're saying things like, yeah, I don't want to work, and I just want, people to do it for me. I said, you are delusional if you think that you think that having a business, you just don't want to work, right? Or you don't need to work. You have to be the hardest working person for your business. You are going to be the most emotionally, physically, mentally invested person in this journey, or else you will not see anything. Okay, because you're working, it's like, it's your full-time job on steroids. And so you really have to have an entrepreneurial mindset, which means just not having a fixed mindset. If you heard that, having growth mindset, you're going to mess up. You're not going to know it all, like I mentioned in the first one. Don't expect to know it all, right? Be humble enough to ask a lot of questions, right? Understand that you need to invest, right? So those who make a lot of money in professions like doctors, lawyers, have invested $1,000. It's the same. Most successful business, I would go ahead and say all successful business have invested thousands, millions, billions of dollars for them to get there. So you are no different. Yes, most businesses, you can start, especially online, with a few $100s, but eventually, in order for you to grow, you have to invest more. You need to be exposed to more people. That's ads. You need to be able to speak and communicate better, whether it be online or offline. That's, paying for, whether it be a professional public speaking coach or for customer service, or just a sales coach and things of that nature, right? Or even if you're just a YouTuber, content creator, you're going to be eventually investing in better equipment, right? You want your brand to grow. Eventually, you're going to have to invest. And if you're a person who is stingy with that, then you don't have an entrepreneur business mindset. So you have to have that in mind. Number 5 is more of a practical advice and what to expect. Taxes is real. Taxes is real. Taxes are real, okay? So depending if you're a sole proprietor or a corporation, whether or not you pay taxes, right? You don't have to file for HST, okay? Watch my other videos. I speak a little bit more about that and when you need an HST number, or you can do it voluntarily. Currently, I do not have an HST number, but I will do it voluntarily in a few months, especially bridging everything in a corporation as of right now. But just know that thankfully, you have grace, especially as a business owner that is a small business. You have a lot of grace. If you're a sole proprietor, your personal income and your business income is as one. But if you are also spending a lot on your business, there's grace. The government sees that, understands that, depending on your tax bracket, right? I can't speak for someone who's a doctor, lawyer, who's in that different tax bracket plus having a business. I can't relate, especially because, again, I stopped working and I was doing a lot of self-employment, driving, things like that nature, and a lot of expenses, gas and stuff like that had to go right into the business. I had a lot of grace. I didn't have to owe a lot of taxes when I first filed first few times. But again, wait when you start incorporating, because it doesn't matter if you're small or big, you are going to be owing a lot of money. Okay, so be prepared for your taxes. Put aside your taxes if you are not already registered with your HST number, and having all that jazz set up so that it kind of automatically, or you kind of like plan it that way. That's the reason why I'm going to be voluntarily getting my taxes, HST and stuff like that, because I just want to not worry about seeing at the end of the year thousands of dollars owed. So, which you should be preparing for that anyways, taking out about 10 to 15% of your income out the side if you're not charging taxes. If you are charging taxes, that is what that is for, right? If you're charging taxes, you are able to put 15% worth of tax, and that amount is you already know it's take away for the government, right? If you do not have an HST number, you're doing that manually, basically, or yourself. So hopefully this helped you. Thank you so much. I'm going to be sharing more videos like this. If you like it, like it. If you have any suggestions, leave it down below. I love sharing my personal experience when it comes to business, helping you just clear up your mind when it comes to your business life as busy entrepreneurs and professionals, and also helping you with the cleanliness of your home. So I will have some videos on specifically cleaning and some more of these chat with yous on tips and tricks when it comes to your business or cleaning tips. So thank you so much for supporting these searches. Be sure to subscribe. It's a pleasure to be here with you. Bye, guys.